Hello, I'm Peter Hubbard. I'm the Group Chief Executive of UK General. We're one of the leading providers of specialist schemes in the UK market. I just wanted to say a few words about my thoughts on the personal lines market. The market's grown so much over the last few years, but things have started to change. Many people are in the mass market, but is the mass market really going to exist in the UK over the next 5 years? I think things are changing in the mass market now. As insurers and indeed brokers try to get closer and closer to their customers, being able to take a portfolio of say 5 million motor policies and even using technology rationalise those into individual risks still won't conquer the delivery of the right product to the right customer. So my view is the mass market as we've seen it is probably going to come to an end, and the winners in this market are those people that can actually focus on the real needs of the customer. So what trends have we actually seen in the mass market in the last few years? Well, for the really big product like private motor, more than 65% of the market now go to aggregators. But the really interesting thing about that is that only 41% of those people then actually take out a policy with the aggregator. So what's that actually telling us about customers' behaviour? I think what it actually says is that customers actually are beginning to understand their products far more than they will have done 20 years ago. And as a result of that, they're becoming more educated about the products that are on offer for them. So businesses that are able to segregate the product and the offer for the customer are going to be the ones that win in the future. So I think the question we have to ask ourselves is, what opportunities are there for brokers in a changing market environment? Well, I think those opportunities are at the greatest point they've been for many, many years. 60% of brokers who completed our survey highlighted that having schemes for targeted customer segments is, in their view, the way to be going in the future. But actually, I think about this in a different way. When I started in insurance, it looked a bit grey-suited with huge businesses offering single products to consumers. But in the current market environment, with the impact of technology, the use of mobile phones, community services such as Facebook or Twitter, we're moving to an era where we can have some real entrepreneurial flair, and brokers are starting to identify that actually how we get to customers and how we offer that targeted approach can really pay dividends. I fundamentally think that in this market we're starting to see a huge new wave of entrepreneurialism, and I think that is just fantastic in ultimately the world's most competitive insurance market. So what does this mean for you? We've undertaken a survey in the schemes market, and a couple of statistics really ring out for me. The first one is that 21% of the brokers in our survey said that more than 60% of their premium was from schemes. That's a huge proportion of their business. But more importantly, 60% of the brokers we surveyed said that schemes were going to be a really important part of their business. So how do you get into schemes? What are the really important factors? Well, clearly, the most important is having a really good understanding about what your customer requirements are. Enabling yourself to actually develop the products and services that those customers need in a really targeted way. What do you need from your insurer? Well, you need an insurer who's a specialist. You need an insurer who has the capability of addressing the needs of your customers through the design of targeted products for those customers at the right prices. You need an insurer who understands the prices on which those products are sold to your customers. And you need an insurer that will partner with you as you generate more of your revenue from the schemes you put in place. So summarising all those things together, we see there are fantastic opportunities for entrepreneurial schemes in the UK market. And if you want to find out more about that, please call us sometime over the coming days. Thank you.